Do you think laughter will last? Written by Hala El Gayar. My earliest memories were painted with the colors of her small village, a village lush and green, where fields stretched like emerald carpets and the air carried the scent of wildflowers and fresh earth. The village had its own rhythm, a mixture of serenity and gossip, of quiet corners and bustling gatherings. Life here was a delicate balance between hope and hierarchy. Among the villagers there were those of higher status, families whose names commanded respect, whose sons and daughters seemed destined for the highest ranks, positions of power and opportunities that promised a future brighter than most could imagine. Then there were the lower-class families where girls spent their days indoors tending to chores, learning domestic arts, and absorbing the endless hum of rumors that spread faster than the wind. I was born into a modest family and found my joy outside the constraints of social divisions. I ran barefoot over straw-strewn fields with my friends, our laughter spilling into the wind. Hide-and-seek was a sacred ritual, the thrill of evading capture echoing through the village lanes. They chased grasshoppers and dodged buzzing wasps, shrieking with delight, their small hands trembling as insects slipped through their fingers. Yet even in these carefree moments, my life was guided by discipline. I was devoted to the Quran Center, the village's kotab, where children gathered to memorize the Quran. The walls smelled of ink and old pages, the quiet punctuated only by soft recitations and the gentle taps of sandals on the dusty floor. My young mind absorbed the words eagerly, my lips repeating verses with precision, the rhythm of the Quran a lullaby and a compass all at once. Still, it wasn't all study and solemnity. I had a spark of mischief, a gift for humor that made me beloved among my peers. During school breaks, I would gather my classmates under the shade of a tree or in a quiet corner of the yard. With quick wit, I imitated the voices and mannerisms of our teachers, one's booming voice, another's impatient hand gestures, the tilt of a head, or the narrowing of eyes. The children erupted with laughter, clutching their stomachs, their breakfasts forgotten for a moment. Between bites of bread and cheese, I told witty anecdotes, my eyes dancing with joy as my friends leaned in closer, hungry for my next word. Yet even amid such brightness, shadows lingered. Some teachers collected money from students under the table, enriching themselves at the expense of the children they were meant to guide. Some friends whispered behind my back, their envy simmering like a quiet flame. But there were exceptions, rare lights among the shadows. One such light was Mr. M, a young and remarkable teacher whose energy and encouragement transformed every classroom he entered. He saw brilliance in me and wrote my name on the pioneers board for years, celebrating my achievements not for fame, but because he believed in nurturing potential. He taught not just lessons from books, but lessons of honor, dedication, and integrity. My classmates and I respected him, often visiting after school to share our progress, dreams, and laughter. He became more than a teacher, he was a guide, a mentor, a model of what a true educator should be. But life can be cruel. In the first year of his marriage, a severe accident shattered his future. His dreams were stolen, leaving him disabled for the majority of his life. Students continued to visit him, bringing cheer and companionship, but the absence of the man he could have been was a silent, bitter reminder to all who knew him. Eventually he passed away, leaving behind a legacy far greater than any classroom accolade. For me, Mr. M's life became a lesson in resilience. Brilliance is measured not only in marks or applause but in character, courage, and the impact left on others, even in the face of tragedy. Through it all, my bond with my grandparents was unwavering. Their home was a haven, a place where I could laugh without fear, study without pressure, and dream without limits. They celebrated my small victories, comforted my bruised heart, and whispered encouragement that would echo through my life. My father's quiet strength and my mother's warmth and intelligence formed the roots of my courage and clarity. My laughter was bright, my childhood full of sunshine and warmth, stitched together with games, stories, and the innocence of mornings that seemed endless. But even amid joy, the wind carried more than the scent of wildflowers. It murmured that life was layered, that every joy could be challenged, every victory questioned. Envy, betrayal, and trials were waiting at the edge of my horizon, ready to test whether my heart could remain as pure, unbreakable, and bright as it had always been. Even the strongest laughter must one day be tested.